Hey there guys, Jeremy here, Consciousness Awake. How are you guys doing? Sending you abundance of positive energy flowing your way. Hope that there's nothing negative distracting you in this reality, keeping you hindered away from your own, exploration of consciousness. So, hope you guys have been meditating. I think the title of this video might be along the lines of the spiritual awakening process, or just the spiritual development process, or something like that. And so I'll probably redefine, that the title of this video after I'm done recording this. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the spiritual development process and how it's actually like a habit, I mean, if you are truly trying to explore the possibilities of your consciousness and how parts of your consciousness can go out, into these other energy bodies and explore non-physical realms, so that you can get a more of a understanding. I mean, nobody has a complete understanding. I don't have a complete understanding of the whole, the full spectrum of everything that's going on with the ultimate reality we live in, which is multidimensional. It's a multidimensional reality, but you're just not being informed and reminded and told about that as you grow up into this Earth matrix, and start your programming process. So that's something that when people go on their spiritual journey, spiritual awakening processes, they're more or less just first and foremost re-remembering. It's not that you're remembering something; you're just re-remembering. What you are as consciousness, which is a soul in this human body, experiencing this reality experience, this life experience. And there's some things to do. There are many things that a person can do in out-of-body states with consciousness, or in human body states with consciousness. And a lot of those things, like my last video, which was titled Energy Work, I'm trying to get these videos out about energy work now, and a lot of other stuff too. There's just so much to talk about. Dimensional theory, the etheric body, all the different astral bodies, and individually how they all look, and when you actually look at them and what they look like, and just getting you all this kind of information. There's just so much to talk about. But let's just focus on the spiritual development process and the habits we have to start to really hone in and focus on evolving consciousness in a sober, in a good way, and in a safe way too, and practical way. And some of those things are like energy work exercises. And my last video, I talked about, working with the astral and etheric energies and feeling them with your human senses, right? Just integrating this whole process of, intertwining your consciousness and integrating it with not just with the full experience of the human experience, but also integrating it with all your other energy bodies, so that you can really start your, I guess you could say, consciousness ascension process, which more or less is the goal. That is the key thing. and I know that there's a lot of different types of people who are in the Consciousness Awake community or watching videos that I'm making. So I know that you're all coming from different levels, and some of you just curious, some of you just starting out with your own out-of-body experience, some of you have been astrally projecting for years. So it's really all over. So you keep that in mind when I'm trying to make these videos, guys, because I'm trying to keep in my own consciousness that, hey, there's all these different types of people from different levels and experiences that are watching my videos. I'm trying to communicate everything properly, but anyways, it's not easy. But so yeah, let's talk about energy work exercise. So let's talk about a couple of them. Okay, there's one that's really cool. Actually, I'll do that second. The first one's more basic, and it's probably something you might have already heard of. It's just the brushing technique. There's actually a few other astral projectors or energy work, or just healers, and there's actually dozens and dozens of people who talk about the hand brush energy exercise. And so I'll show you that one real quick. It's real simple and easy, and it's really cool. But the second one, though, is the one that's more interesting. So then, that's the one I want you to focus on, though. Okay, so let's do this one as a warm-up, right? So this is something that Robert Bruce and there's a lot of people who've talked about this exercise. So what you do is you just hold one of your hands flat like this, your palm flat, right? Let me try to get it in the camera better. Actually, I do it like this, like that. There we go. And then take your other hand and just start brushing your palm with your other hand. So just start going like this, right? Can you see that? Yep, there we go. Just start brushing it back and forth, back and forth. Not too fast, not too slow, And then after about 30 seconds, continue the brushing motion with this hand, but just lift your hand an inch or two above the other hand and continue the brushing motion. And what you'll feel, what I feel is it's almost like a magnetic sensation. Okay, so when I brush my hand physically with my other hand, and then once I lift it up and kind of continue the motion, what I'm feeling, all the energy there, the etheric, especially the etheric energy from that energy body, I'm feeling a magnetic sensation, like a bunch of tiny little magnets are just kind of floating in between that hand that's brushing on top and the hand below. Or it's kind of that feeling of magnets tugging, or when you reverse the polarity of magnets. You guys know what I mean. I mean, we've all experimented with magnets in school or today, or the last few months. So you know what that feeling is when you put two magnets close to each other. You know the magnetic sensation, right? The tug and the pull sensation. So that's what I'm feeling with that. But now this other one, though, this other energy exercise is more important. It's definitely something you want to try right now, and then practice it whenever you get a chance, because if it doesn't really work ultimately the first time, I really, really, really recommend that you do it at least once a day for like a week, or at least a few days, or a few times per day for a few days. And I promise you that you will ultimately feel your your energy body, but while your consciousness is in your human body, and you're feeling one of your energy bodies with your physical body. So that's very, very powerful. It's a very powerful energy exercise too, and it's also just an example of how we can feel, not just through thoughts or mind, but we can also feel our energy bodies. Okay, so with this one, just whatever, sit down, stand up. It doesn't really matter. Preferably just kind of just chill back in a chair or something, or on the couch. And what you want to do, and this is something that I think I've seen it a couple times here and there. I've also modified it myself to make it more customized to myself. I found ways to make it better, to where I can feel my energy body more with my human hands, right? But here goes. So what you want to do, and what I forgot to mention is this technique actually, like 90% of it basically was inspired by what a shaman showed me like 20 years ago, and then I played around with it, experimented with it, and found that it was very true and that it works. So this is a very important one. If you've never felt your one of your energy bodies before, then you hopefully will feel it now, and kind of prove to yourself that you have an energy body. Okay, so what you want to do is take your hands and then just start rubbing them together like this. Do a couple claps. Really get the blood flowing, right? A couple claps, some more rubs. And then take your hands and go like this, okay? Keep your palms about 1 inch apart, about 2 inches. And now just focus on the energy that's coming into and out from the palms of your hands, okay? And just sit there and just try to feel that energy just kind of hovering, right? Then what you want to do is get your palms closer together like this. Don't touch the palms. Make sure there's at least 1/2 inch of separation. Just enough to where you're working with the energy body. Then take either palm. I'll just start with my right palm, my right hand, and then go up and over your other palm. Don't go up straight, go up and over like this, about 1 to 2 inches away, and then go under also like this, right? Okay, so when I do that, I feel a bunch of tiny little magnets, okay, magnetic sensations, pulling and tugging. I do also feel the heat, right? My hands are kind of, maybe tingling from the hand claps and from rubbing them together. They're a little tingly, whatnot, and there's some heat stirred up, right? Some heat signature. So yeah, I feel the heat signature, but I also feel the magnetic sensation. So that magnetic sensation, so even if you don't feel it the first time you do it, take a break, do it a few times. I promise you, I felt it the first time I did it. Now, of course, I'm a little more energy sensitive than some other people, but regardless, if you are just aware of the technique and you apply the technique, practically apply that energy work technique, and then you will see how, as you do it more and more, that how you feel and how your consciousness can start integrating more with these other energy bodies through also the using the sensation of feeling. So we're not just using our mind or thoughts, we're actually using also literally touch or feel, that kind of feel. All right, so I just wanted to share some of those techniques, guys, talk about how important it is to really just include these kind of things in your life, especially if you're really serious about your own spiritual development process. And then there's all kinds of stuff tied into all of that. I know. And I want to do a lot of really awesome videos coming up here talking about getting out of body, different techniques, different things to try. So much stuff, guys. Really a plethora of things. And I'm just trying to figure out what to kind of like focus on and just do. So, but I do plan on getting a lot of videos out very soon. All right. I apologize for going past 15 minutes in this video. If anybody in the comments says it's okay that you went past 15 minutes, Jeremy, then I will send you so much positive energy through the etheric plane. Okay? Good night. Peace.